Hey guys, in today's video I wanted to take a quick look at a brush that is, I feel like probably underused here in zBrush. So let me show you what I mean. So sometimes when you're making a game character, once in a while, you will have a situation or a limitation of making the hair to be part of the base mesh, right? Sometimes if it's a low poly model, you don't have the luxury of creating hair strands and adding more geometry to the base mesh of your character. So in that situation, if you wanted to create hair that's coming out of the base mesh, you would obviously have to sculpt it using the base mesh, and then using something like Substance Painter you can paint the hair in, but essentially it would just be one mesh, right? So normally what you would do when that happens, you would grab something like the inflate or standard and you would just start adding volume to the hair, right? So then you would add maybe additional strands, and then what you want to do is you want to go in and grab something like the pinch and start pinching the hair and creating strands that way, right? So that's, and then of course you could use Damien Standard to do the lines and all of that. I can even then grab Damien Standard and I can do something like that, right? And that's totally fine. But there is a brush in here that you could also try sometimes and see if maybe that will help you as well. So in this situation, let's say I have this character and I want to add some kind of more pronounced hair for this guy, right? What I could do is I can come to my brushes and I can grab something called Scribe Standard. Now what that is, it's automatically is going to be set to subtract, and you can see what that looks like. But if you switch it to add and start kind of laying down pieces, and of course you would need for your high res to have enough geo, like this is 3.6 million. So if I start laying down pieces of hair, you can see what that looks like. In this case maybe it's a little bit too thick. So as you can see very quickly, it's going to start giving me hair that resembles hair pieces that I would that I could use. And of course I can change the size of my brush, so I can maybe lay down smaller strands and even smaller still. And it's a really cool and fast way that will allow you to create kind of a base mesh hair, right? Another use for this would be if I wanted to have a scar in his face, right? I can switch this to subtract and just run a scar down his face, and it's automatically kind of shaped and sized and pre-cut, looking pretty great. And of course you can also move it around. If I might make a line, I can move it around and readjust it. That's an option as well. Alright, then I can just smooth this out and kind of blend it in a little more, but you get the idea. So very quickly you can get very strong silhouettes and shapes. Maybe check it out and see if it helps you in your workflow as well. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next one.